I'm approaching Olson's East Central location. And there's a lot of stuff there as always. I never looked through their website that much this time, so I don't know what I'm gonna get. Got a good idea on a couple pieces of red power that are here and other stuff, but I didn't pay that close attention to the site. But if you look over this way, there's lots of stuff in there. Like, this is a huge site. This is a 70-acre site. There's lots of stuff to go through here. So let's go through it then. Not gonna go through it all, of course, because there's too much to go through, but I'll go through what I think will interest you and me. The stuff I'm not interested in, I won't pay much attention to, so let's check it out. Here's a Massey-Ferguson 90. It's got a loader and a bale fork. Front tires are good, but this one needs a little air. Probably just the Schrader valve's leaking or something. Looks good, it's a diesel. Somebody put a new style valve on it that's got triple hydraulics. So you got two functions on the loader and the remote. Tires are smiley on the sides only, and the face isn't too bad, but the sides are really bad. The sidewalls are the sidewalls are smiling pretty good. It's got power adjusted rears on it. It's got PTO drawbar, 3-point, you know the drill. The fenders are bad on the back, they're beat up a bit. The rest of the tractor's not that bad. This tire isn't bad, it's serviceable. The other one's smiling a little bit too much for me. But it is what it is. It's a decent Massey-Ferguson 90 actually for a loader tractor. Here's a 1086 of the 2350 loader. The grill's missing on it. Wonder why they had to weld this up. These are usually pretty tough. It raises alarm bells when you see a 2350 loader beat up like this, and look at the bucket, it's kind of rough. So the loader's not the best. Front tires are okay, they're nothing special, but they're holding the tractor up. This one's got, the side panels are missing on both sides. It's a little rust starting at the bottom of the door. The tires are tired. They're not smiley, but they're just tired. What do we have here? Floor plate out. Makes you wonder what's going on there. Something, and the shifting's bastardized pretty good. Something's going on with the shifting and stuff. I don't know. I don't know why else you'd have the floor plate out. It's got the electronic tack, but it's not good. This tractor needs a lot of TLC. The headliner's good, but look at there, that's even cracked and broke there. This tractor's gonna need lots of TLC. It's got the dual hubs on it. 18.4R38s, they put radials on, but they're worn down. It's got a drawbar and dual remotes. Both are tied up with the loader. But it is what it is. It's not bad. 1086 is not the best, it's not the worst. It's just it's a tractor in need of TLC. At least it's got a new front tire here. You know, I've got to check this out a little further. I'm going to investigate this thing a little further because it looks rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not the... And what are they doing? I don't know what that piece of tin there is for. I don't know if they had that as a... I don't know what they did there. Why would they do that? I don't understand. Actually, the oil's nice and clean in it, so but there again, it's below the ad mark. That's an alarm bell. But it is what it is. It's a 1086 for somebody anyways, and rubber's broke, so they taped that light up, but needs some TLC. This needs work, this tractor. I'm sure you can clean it up and double your money on it, but it's gonna take work to do that. It's not like it's a real good 1086. It's probably not that bad, but it needs work. Here's a 2290 case. Fiberglass is good on it. This is in Vegreville, so it is where it was sold. I can't read that well, but it was in Vegreville. So it's a local tractor. Front tires are all right. They're 11/16s. See, the case doors are, well, this one's not, the door's not bad, just the jar. The tire's tired on the back again. Worn down tires. Axle's obviously cut off, which is unfortunate. I hate when they do that. This has had chains, that's why the sidewall's scratched a bit, but it'll definitely hold the tractor up. But they're wore out, they're bald. It's got dual remotes on it. But it is what it is. Well, they put it looks like new interstate batteries in it. They didn't cheap out on the batteries, that's good. That's a 2290 case for somebody anyways. Here's a white tractor. They put a chrome stack on, but there's the grill laying beside it. Sidewall's smiling on the tires. It's got an easy unloader and a ball welded to the top there with a bale spear. This is a fairly rough tractor. Cowboy tractor, that's what these are. Every one we've seen so far is probably cowboy tractor. They're rough enough to be. I don't know what is a 2-, what is it? I think 2-105 seems right. Tires, look at there, these are smiling a little bit much. They're old, they're rotten. This thing could use a good paint job. It's got a drawbar, but there again, what happened to the roller? And it's got, looks like there's 3 valves there, so it's got triple remotes. I'm just not seeing one of them. He left the windows open on the cab probably. I don't know if there's evidence of mice. I never checked, but what it is, it is. This has got dual hubs on it. This tractor needs some TLC and some paint, and it's probably not bad overall. There you go. Here's a case 580B. These are normally backhoe loaders. This one doesn't have the backhoe on it. It's missing the grill off the front. There's the door with no glass. Top half of it. Rubber's okay on it. Wondering if this thing did this thing have a backhoe? No, this might be just a loader tractor. These usually have a backhoe on them, but this one does not. I don't know if it had one or not. I have no idea. They do have a heck of a counterweight on the back though. But it is what it is, the neat little loader tractor if nothing else. Needs a hubcap though. But there you go. Here's a case 930 with an easy unloader. The loader looks good. The front end of the tractor is a bit rough. Being a loader tractor, you could understand that. Oh, it's an 830, pardon me. Parkland Farm Equipment in Stony Plain is where it was sold. Yeah, that's good. The grill needs attention. The rest of the tractor is actually not that bad a looking tractor. Front tires are decent, back tires are decent. This one's the best tractor we've seen so far, honestly. Back of the fenders are rough though. But it's a case, an 830 case for someone. They saw enough of it to keep the rubber up on it, so it's not that bad. I don't think. Certainly, other than the grill, the front, the rest of the tractor, all the hood's rough too. Yeah, it's probably one of the rougher 830s you'll find, but because For some reason the case seemed to be straight at an auction. I don't know why, but they do. But it's a nice enough tractor anyways. Like, it'll certainly be made into a nice tractor, so there you go. Here's the same 756 we saw at the last auction. You can see the grass hasn't been mowed around it, so this tractor hasn't been anywhere since it, so I don't know if it hasn't sold or someone bought and didn't want it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's still here anyways. Nice front tires on the like the rubber's nice on it. This is a nice old tractor. I don't know why it's still here though. These are very rare tractors, not that very many 756s built in the international. Farmalls there's more, but this is definitely the international 756. It's not the Farmall I-756D. And the Farmall's at the F756 and the serial number 7560. But it's a nice old tractor. I like this tractor. I always did. I'm in no position to buy it, and I'm not in the market for one right now. It's tempting though. I always wanted to get one, but what can you do? I could only do so much with the resources, and I got lots of tractors, so. But it's a nice tractor, like the rubber's good, everything. I'd get rid of the ugly cab if it was me, but that's just me. But it's still a nice 756 for somebody. Here, a very nice 2366 combine. It's the replacement of the ultimate replacement of the 1660. It's got the 1015 pickup header on it. Very nice combine, very nice. This one was kept inside all the time, obviously. This is a real decent one. Like, this would be something I would like for a combine, actually. It's a smaller rotor. I think it's a 24-inch rotor like the 1660. I think these are pretty much a straight across replacement for a 1660. It's got a Cummins engine in it. It's not, of course, it's not the international engine anymore. The last 1660s they put a Cummins in it. A little bit of a ding here, but other than that, this thing's been kept inside good. This is a nice combine. As I understand it, there's not that many hours on this one either. Like, this is a nice old combine. Yeah, if I went to, if I was gonna in the market for another combine, I'd look at something like this. It's a nice old combine, it really is. Here's an 806 early one. You can tell by that they got a coarser screen and they don't have shock mounted headlights on them. These ones got the big boots too. I don't know if these are, they almost look like 1116s, that they could be 10s. Yeah, they're 1116s. They're like a 1206 front on them. 2386 is the serial number, so it'd be a 64. It's a nice straight old tractor. It's got a WD9 muffler. It doesn't have the original 806 muffler on it. It's a WD9 muffler. It's got the fat tires on the back, the 23 130s. Put WD9 wheel weights on them. They apparently looks like they work just fine, or at least one of them's a WD9 wheel weight on each side. Fenders are actually good, but this light got smucked. It's got you can tell by the original, the checker platform and stuff, that it's early. And it's got somebody extended the levers because these short hydraulic levers weren't worth a darn, so they extended them on the early ones. This is, it's got the drawbar and 2 remotes, but these are these other kind of remotes. These, trying to think of the name of them, but they're, they aren't compatible with Pioneer, I do know that. Because I've been through that. It's got the old style tachometer one that works. It's got a fuel pressure gauge, meaning it's got an RD pump on it. But they cut out the platform, which isn't good. probably had issues with the shifting and they cut the platform off to get at it, but I really don't care for that kind of a fix much. I don't. There's a key in it. There's a key in this thing. I could try it. What the heck? It's dead though. It's dead. These are one of the best tractors International ever built, these 806s. They're one of my favorites. They're definitely one of my favorites, the 806. It's got the dual PTOs on it. But the back tires, they're cracked a bit, but they're holding the tractor up, I guess. Somebody put a Group 65 battery on. I don't know what's up with this. It's put a single 12 volt on it. It's got the old RD pump on it. These, I think, were troublesome. Needs stator, I think, or needs rotor. I think it needs stator. The alternator needs work on it. This one's got this. This one's an early one with a separate dipstick and oil fill. I like that. Oil definitely needs a change, but the later 806s they just filled through the dipstick tube. They had a bigger dipstick tube and filled through them, and I didn't care for that much. But that's a nice old 806 anyways. Here's a John Deere 2010. It's a nice looking one because of the paint, but don't be fooled by paint. See how rough the front is? And the grill screen stuff. A coat of paint could cover a multitude of sins, and you always gotta remember that. But there again, the tires are good. That's going for it. All the way around, these are brand new back rears on it. Someone thinks enough about the tractor to put new rubber on it, especially new rears. You gotta really pay attention to that, because it can't be a junk tractor if they go through that length. I don't believe it. It's got a 3-point hitch on it. It's got I think it's got two dual PTOs, all right. You just take the shaft out of the top and turn it around, put it in the bottom. I think is how this is done. You can see how that's done. This is not the original 3-point hitch setup. There's no way. I don't know if this had a 3-point hitch from the factory or not. Most of them did, but a lot of them that came here didn't. So that's a little gas job. Someone put a new alternator on it. Probably it would have had generator. 2010 would have had generator originally, and somebody put an alternator on it. So that's been done. That's not a bad little tractor. Shows 3,500 hours on it, if you could read that. That's a nice old John Deere for somebody. It really is. Here's a Case 830. Nice street. This one's a real nice 830. The tractors are getting better as we go along, actually. Yeah, this one's pretty. There's a little bit of a dent here, but that's repairable. The rest of the tractor's nice and got nice rubber on the back. Like this is definitely the way better case from the other one. This one does have easy on loader mounts on it. But it's a nice Comfort King anyways. Nice street. It's got a drawbar and 2 remotes, which is pretty much typical for the era. For tractors here anyways. Of course US, it's all mounted equipment, so they got 3-point hitches, but here it's drawbars are what's typical on these standard tractors. And it's got like the rubber's good, people, and look at there, new batteries. Somebody saw enough to put new batteries in it. This is definitely the better 830. If you want an 830, this is the one to get. Honestly, this is definitely the better 830 of the two. Very nice, actually. Oh, and the loader comes with it. Look at that, the loader comes with it, just detached from it. But this one also has a loader, and this is just the better tractor. This one somebody took care of. Here's a Cockshutt 1850. Why they cut the hood out, I have no idea. It's got good tires all the way around, we'll give it that. There's the road. It's It's a standard like this. That's a standard front axle. It's not a row crop tractor. It's got row crop style fenders, but it's not a row crop tractor. It's got 18,438 brand new set of 18 or brand new tire. The other one's not new, but looks like triple remotes on it. Does need a seat though. Gotta admit, it does need a seat. But these fenders like this with no lights in them, that's kind of odd. No headlights in them anyways, but the fuel tank's in these fenders, I think. This tire is totally tired. Those are pretty smiley. This tire's no bloody good. All it's doing is holding the tractor up, and that's all it's doing. This side, everything's nice. I don't know why they had to cut the hood out. That bothers me, but it's a decent enough tractor nonetheless. So there you go. Here's a 685 Case IH. This one's missing some stuff, I think, but yeah, the grill's there and stuff. It's got a 2250, I believe, loader on it. These are the same thing as a 680. These are an updated 684, I believe. The IH design. It's been dinged. The hood's been dinged, but for most parts fairly straight. Got new rubber on the back. Yeah, he's got a nice cab in him too. This is now all IH design, I think, pretty well. But it's a nice tractor. New rubber on the back. 2 remotes on it. Yeah, Westlake tires, but it's still a nice old tractor. It's front wheel assist, which is another good thing. This is a real handy little tractor to have. It really would be. So there you go. I've known about these tractors all along, but this is the first time I've actually seen one in auction. These are not common around here especially, but it's got an easy unloader, so I'm sure it was sold here. But it's a Farmall 544, and row crop tractors of this era are very uncommon around here because we don't grow row crops. But nevertheless, the Farmall was ordered in this. Somebody put a cab on it. Boy, this is a nice little tractor. This, the hydro, no, it's got a torque amplifier and 5-speed on it. And somebody put a cab on it, probably for feeding cows and stuff. Front tire is flat, but shoot, that's a nice tire. I don't know why it's flat. I don't know if they screwed it up or that tire's not that old. They either cut it or did something to it, because that shouldn't be flat like that. It's got fairly new Titans on the back. They're 38-inch, of course. And this has a 3-point hitch added to it. I guarantee you it wouldn't have had from the factory if it was sold here. So it'd be a very unique 544 with a drawbar hitch. But somebody added the 3-point hitch to it afterwards. I don't like this on the tire. The rest of the rubber is good. Yeah, 15.538. I think this is a C200 engine is what's in these. The bigger F544 12502 is the serial number. Somebody put an inline filter on it. It's a nice little tractor. I'd frick that be on my wish list, but can only wish for so much. So it's not coming home with me, but something that might come home with me if I had the right amount, had the dollars though. Just saying. So there you go. Here's an old Oliver. I believe this is an 88 6-cylinder in it, and it's yeah, this has got a gas engine in it. The standard 88s are not much different than this. This is unhooked. I don't like that, but it is the way it is. I don't like the carburetor being unhooked from the air cleaner. That's something I don't like at all. Back tires are actually nicer. They look like 15.538s too. No, 16.934s. That's even better. But this is a nice tractor. It's a real nice little tractor. It's got a remote on it and a PTO, live PTO of course. Rubber's decent and everything. You can't go wrong with this tractor. It's got the belt pulley. It's a nice old tractor, it really is. Here's a Cockshutt 550. It's a pay it up one. Is it restored? No, but it's a nice looking tractor. You paint over that and stuff. That's not what I'd call restored, but it's got new rubber going for it. New rubber would probably be worth what the tractor would bring. But you don't have to be ashamed of it. It's brush painted, but it's still a nice enough looking tractor from a distance anyways. And it's not that bad for rough. It's been straightened out, if not, at least. But it's a nice old Cockshutt for somebody. It looks like it's all there, and it's got a poor paint job, but for the most part it's a nice looking tractor and well kept. It's a good tractor for somebody, it really is. Here's a John Deere 4020. It's got a loader on, but the loader's not nearly enough loader for the tractor. It really isn't. It's got a cab on it. Gotta walk around the bale sphere. It's got a bale sphere mounted on the bucket. These tires are cracked in between the lugs. Other than that, they're nice actually, just they're cracked. I think this is a factory cab on it. It's got good tires on the back, 18-434s. They're a little cracked. Like these newer tires crack way quicker than the old ones do for some reason. It's a nice old tractor. Like the cab preserves the seat and stuff like that, and the gauges. It's a good part of having a cab. These I assume are 18-434s, which is typical on the standard 4020. It's got dual remotes on it. It's a nice old tractor. This tire is brand new. And well, they both are Samsons. It's a nice old John Deere. This one's got big rubber on the front too. They look like they're 1116. They're big boots on the front. It's a nice 4020 for somebody. It's nice and straight. It hasn't been dinged up or anything. Even with a loader on, they kept it good. So somebody, whoever had this tractor took care of it. I'm pretty sure of that. So there you go. Here's a 4010 John Deere. They just put the side piece, the name plates are missing. They just put decals on it, but it's not a bad old tractor. Somebody changed, well, at least when it had a generator on, someone just put this alternator on, which isn't a bad thing. It's pretty much what you gotta do them anymore. Front end's a tad bit rough. The rest of the tractor's good. Rubber looks nice up front and on the back. Nice old tractor. Where are these? These are 18-434s, I think, on it, but nice ones. Like someone saw enough of it to put new tires on. That's not a bad tractor. It's got dual remotes on. It's got a PTO and it's got the drawbar. Typical. Looks like a new battery. Pretty well new battery, anyways. That's a nice old tractor for somebody. It really is. This is actually one of the better 4010s you'll find. So there you go. Here's a David Brown, or a case is the way it is, but these are David Brown design 1390. It's a nice old tractor, actually nice and straight. Yeah, it's a case, not a David Brown, but they're David Brown designs. The rubber's cracked a bit, but it's definitely serviceable. 3-point hitch drawbar. The drawbar certainly hadn't done much work. The hole's not egged at all. It's got dual remotes for the loader that's on it. This tire is brand new, or fairly new. 16-930, so like my Super W6 has. It's a nice old tractor for somebody, and nice and straight. Good little loader tractor for somebody. Just dinged a little bit right at the grill, but and the fiberglass is cracked because fiberglass isn't the best front for a loader tractor. It really isn't, but that's what it is. Here's a John Deere 2755 with a John Deere loader. Tractor, this new being open station is kind of unique. By the time these came out, everybody wanted cabs, but at least this part of the world. It's got good rubber on the front. It look like 1100 or 1016s. CAV pump. Well, these I think are German tractors actually. Back tires are good too. They've got little hairline cracks in, but that's not gonna hurt nothing. It's got dual remote, drawbar, and a 3-point, and the PTO, so it's well equipped. Of course, for people who had this, it looks like they kept it nice and straight. It looks like it's kept inside actually. It's a nice old tractor. This tire needs a little air. I wonder why it's flat, but I don't think the tire is bad. It's just down. Check the oil in it for the kicks, and it's good looking oil. This tractor is well kept, so good tractor for the farm. A small loader tractor, be good for feeding cows and stuff, or whatever you want to do with it. It's a nice outfit, so there you go. Here's a 4020 John Deere. I don't know what kind of loader is it. I don't think it's a Deere loader, but I don't think it's enough loader for the tractor really. Look, tiny little bucket and stuff. It's an awfully small loader for a 4020. Good rubber all the way around. They kept it up good that way, and it's got the cab on it and stuff. Brand new tires on the back. Or if they have new tires, it's something to take note of. It really is. Not gonna check for hours, but the cab of course preserves the gauges and stuff in them. Nice tractor though. Nice and straight. When the loader tractors are this nice and straight, it shows that they're giving an extra little bit of care. It's only dinged right there, and the rest of it's nice and straight, so somebody looked after it. It's a nice tractor for somebody anyways. Here's a John Deere 4320. This one's not a loader tractor. You can tell it's nice and straight. Nice old tractor. Good fronts on it. I think these are turbocharged. Yeah, it is. Whereas the 4020s are natural. Good tires on it, 20.834s, which seem light even on the tractor like this, but that's what it's got. It's got your drawbar and your 2 remotes and the PTO. Well, it's a 2-speed PTO. This is a synchro range, it's not a power shift. Nice old tractor for somebody actually, it really is. So there you go. Here's a KSD, a real nice straight one too. New rubber on the back. This tire's cracked. 3 out of 4 ain't bad for good tires. They're not bad rear tires, but they're nice. This one they have gas problems, but it's nice and straight for sure. Good rubber on it. This is a good tractor for somebody. I don't know what they had here. It was a mount for something. These things have hand clutches on them. This one's a particularly nice KSD, it really is. It's got a Fairbanks Morris magneto on it. It's a nice outfit. The belt pulley is awfully just use that as a clutch brake. Ooh, this is one thing I don't like, is the brake housing's cracked, but what can you do? But it's a nice tractor overall. So there you go. It's got redneck battery cable ends on it. So there you go. Here's a nicely done Massey-Ferguson 35 Deluxe. This one somebody just redid. It's maybe an older restoration. It's got Ferguson on it, so it might be just the Ferguson 35. It's just got Ferguson on the front. It'd be either an early Massey-Ferguson or just the Ferguson. I don't know which, but it's a nice one. It'd be 1950s. Real nice little engine. Yeah, it's Massey-Ferguson. It's Continental. It's just got Ferguson front on it, though. Good tires all the way around. Motorola tachometer. They changed decals and stuff on it, but it's a nice little tractor. It's got a 3-point hitch, of course it does. It's a Massey-Ferguson. It's got 2 remotes on it. It's got 2 remotes on a tractor this size. That's really unique, especially with a 3-point hitch, but especially one this old, but it's got them. It's a very nice old tractor for somebody. It really is. Here's a Deutz tractor, CCIL D106. Now it's a 6-cylinder. Some of them are 5-cylinder. This one's 6. I don't know if this model is, but some of those Deutz engines are 5-cylinder. It's got big boots on the front. Look like 1116s. But this is still sold by CCIL. Looks like 20.838s on the rears. There are a few cracks on it, which are a bit of a concern. They are down, but they're serviceable yet. This one just got a drawbar on it. Dual remotes, PTO, typical. It's a nice old tractor for somebody. Here's a Fiat-Allis 645 loader. These are well built machines. Like, it's got a big bucket and it looks everything's heavy duty. Although this is, oh, they might have lengthened these arms too. I don't know, it looks like they are either broke or, but the rest of it looks real good. No, they aren't broke, they're lengthened, I'm sure, but they aren't equally, they're done equally on both sides, and if one was broke, it would be fixed unequally, so. It looks good though, it's a nice outfit. 20.5 by 25 fronts, and they had a fairly recent paint on it. It's a good looking loader, it really is. Nice heavy back end. The only problem with Fiat-Allis is where do you find parts for them. But this is a nice old machine for sure. Be very good loader for somebody. So there you go. Here's a little 1600 Cockshutt. Well, it's not little, it's a mid-sized tractor. It's got good rubber all the way around. Crop Production Services. It's got a unit number, so it was used by them for some reason, but it's a nice old tractor. Good back tires on it. You get, and somebody thinks enough to put good rears on them, that says something. 18430. We got a drawbar, PTO, and a single remote. 82.3 hours is what it shows. It's a nice old tractor for somebody, it really is. This has 2 group 4 6 volts in it for batteries. Bet that starts good if the batteries are in good shape. They don't look that good to me, but they could be. But there you go, it's a nice old tractor for somebody. Well, part 2 is coming for sure, maybe in part 3. I was there 2.5 hours and I never even covered half of it. That is a huge auction. Hope this video has earned your subscription and the like. God bless you. Catch you at the next one.